Here is a privilege we haven't talked about yet. Extrovert privilege. I mentioned it briefly in one of the responses to all of the thin privilege haters. Seriously, y'all are being like dicks about it. Wow. And then you wonder why I keep making more videos. It's because I got nothing to do, so I'm gonna make another one. The more comments you make, the more you miss my point and you're a dick to me, the more I'll tell you that you're an idiot and a dick. Okay, but extrovert privilege. There really is an actual privilege to that. A lot of interviewers, for example, think that you need to be extroverted, that you need to be a people person and happy all the time. And there's all this stuff on social media about how to deal with an introvert and how, everyone has resting bitch face and hates people and blah, blah, blah. And apparently everyone's an introvert, but everyone wants extroverts. To be honest, there's not really I don't believe anyone's in real extreme one or the other. Most people are somewhat in the middle, an ambivert. I love being in crowds, large crowds. I love being the center of attention. And it's not only because I love being the center of attention, although I do. It's because I'm claustrophobic and the center of attention always has a 5-foot radius. So when I'm at a party or a bar or whatever, if I'm the life of the party, if I'm the center of attention, I've got a 5-foot radius and people aren't pressed up against me. So concerts are a little bit rough for me, but I go anyway, and I'm going to Pink next week and I'm really excited. Not that I could afford the tickets, but being poor is future Celeste's problem. I'm excited to go to Pink. So, and when I could walk, I would dance my way through a crowd because it was easier than saying excuse me. And now I have to say excuse me because I can't dance my way through a crowd and you're kind of invisible in a wheelchair, so that's unfortunate, but I'm adapting. But I do have extrovert privilege. I can absolutely be the life of the party. You can invite me to a party where I know absolutely no one and I'm not going to be stuck like glue to you the whole night. We can separate and I'm fine. You don't need to babysit me at a party. I hate bringing those friends that I feel like I have to babysit to a party. I want to know that I can separate. I can have my own thing. I can talk to people. I can make new friends, and you're going to be just fine on your own at a party. I can go somewhere completely alone and make new friends in a matter of minutes. It's not a problem. There are cons to being extroverted. For one, I have the resting nice face, so random strangers come up and tell me everything. A little weird, but I roll with it. And then I talk about them on my videos. What else am I gonna do? And I think the biggest con about being an extrovert, or at least in my case, is sometimes I can be ridiculously socially awkward. That whole filter thing, I can lack it. I can employ tact because I waitressed for 15 years, so I had to learn how to employ tact. I'm not as ridiculously socially awkward as the main character I'm currently writing. She's a little painful, to be honest, but I'm still somewhat socially awkward. But the pro about being extroverted is you can generally laugh at yourself when you do something ridiculously stupid. Back before I was diagnosed and I was just walking off balance and I had no idea what was going on. Every time I would fall, at Costco once I fell literally into some guy's lap and I was like, hey, sorry, but how often do beautiful women fall into your lap? Sorry about that. And he was like, well, not often enough. And I was like, probably, yeah. So when you have a mess and you don't know it, and you're totally clumsy, you can just laugh it off. Introverts tend to get more embarrassed, and extroverts tend to do stupid crap all the time, so they tend to just laugh it off more. So there really is an extrovert privilege, because we make friends easier. We're not seen as snobs. We are seen as funnier, more vivacious. I had one professor in college who I got an A just because he liked me. Of course, I had other professors who didn't let me get my master's just because they hated me. But, you know, whatever. But that wasn't because I was extroverted, that was just because they were dicks. So, but there is absolutely an extrovert privilege, and I have it. So admit when you have a privilege, and don't be dicks to people who don't have it.